Welcome to Dragonfly Trading. My name is Carrie, and I am a full-time trader and mentor in the crypto and Forex markets. Today's video, we're going to look at Bitcoin, we're going to take a look at Sol, and a altcoin called PYR. I'm not sure what that stands for, but it's looking promising, and I would like to share it. So it's Labor Day. I'm having a 40% off sale on the course. Check it out, my website. The other new and exciting stuff I have to offer here soon is not quite ready yet, but it's coming very, very soon. All right, let's get started. So we're on Bitcoin on the weekly time frame. Let's take a look at some technicals here. First off, Bitcoin has come back into its base channel. Okay, it's rejected off the top of it, and now we are underneath the base channel. Not that big a deal. It's just something to mention. Also, price is back under the 200 moving average. We really want to get back above that. Getting back above the base channel, getting back above these moving averages would be a good thing and a bullish thing for Bitcoin. Also, on the RSI, we would like to see Bitcoin hold the 40 line. What is the reason for that? Well, the reason is when you're in the bullish zone is from 40 to 100. So we want Bitcoin to remain in the bullish zone, even though it has not pushed up above the 70 mark yet. If it can hold 40, it gives it the chance to push above 70 in transition. As you can see, it's come out of the band and it's trying to curl back in. We really want Bitcoin to curl back in that band and push to the upside. So I'm going to try to make this analysis as simple as possible. The question is this leg right here going to get a partner to the upside? We at least want Bitcoin to give this leg a partner. Now, if Bitcoin is going back on a bull run, we would expect this to be a wave 1. We would expect this pullback to be a wave 2. Then we want to see that partner leg come for a wave 3. And this is when we will know whether the bull run's going to happen. Because at this point here is when we don't want to see a harsh rejection that takes out the prior fourth wave territory. Inside your third will be 5 waves. We want Bitcoin to fan out and not take out this territory and then push up for a 5th wave. If Bitcoin can do that at this time, very good chance it's going back on a bull run. But if it breaks that 4th wave territory and comes back underneath it, it will mean that this is not a third, that it is a C wave connected to an A wave. But the higher this can go, the better before it rejects. Because the higher the B wave, the better. This would be an A wave down here. This would all be a B wave. And then maybe, just maybe, we can truncate a C wave and make a higher low here. Now, this is all in the future, but to explain it now, you will be prepared when it comes. Now, there is a chance that that's not going to happen and that this is over, that it's a bear market rally, that it's put in an X wave, and that this leg is now going to get a partner to the downside. That would be the bearish option. Coming underneath this correction right here would make that probability more. Coming underneath 20,000, this wick right here is going to turn the market bearish. And at that point, I will assume that this first leg is in. We would assume we would get the bounce of relief, and then the second leg partner would come. So it's very important that Bitcoin does not break 20,000. And when we get a little closer, I'll explain that in more detail. All right, so now that we can get a little closer look, let's talk about what Bitcoin is doing. Now, what we don't know, and no one knows, is whether the top of this wave is here or if it's here. I have pulled an extension both ways, and as you can see, we have a zone. We have a zone for the 0.5 retrace, and we have a zone for the 618 retrace. We do not want Bitcoin to come underneath the 618. That would be breaking that prior correction that I talked about. So the line in the sand is this wick low. It can fill the gap, but at that point, it needs to recover with a 5-wave move. Coming underneath that wick and breaking this $20,000 line will send it bearish. There's no reason to come underneath it. Let's get in a little bit closer here and take a look at this correction. Okay, so let's talk about this correction and the many paths that it can take. I will try to make it as simple as possible. It all boils down to this section right here. This section, if it's going to be the start of something, can turn very bearish. Let's talk about that first. If this leg is the start of something, it can pull back for a 2 and then dive deep for a 3, 4, 5, making this wave a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2. We do not want that to happen. It will mean that this whole leg is the start of something, and it's the first leg of giving that bigger leg a partner. So this is the bearish scenario, and the invalidation for that is 28,184, the top of this wick. If Bitcoin can make this section a connector, give this leg a partner to the upside and hit this area, that would be much better. It means that it's putting in an X or a B wave here, and that this leg will get a partner leg, but it will be corrective, and that's what we want to see. Whether the correction is coming from back here, and this leg is this one's partner, or it's coming from just here and it gives it a partner. We really, really want to see Bitcoin pop to the upside and invalidate this bearish scenario of this being a 1 and a 2 wave, and then it dives deep to the downside. Okay, let's take a little closer look. As you can see, Bitcoin has hit the 1.618 and wicked through it a little bit. If Bitcoin cannot break this resistance and it rolls over for an additional 5-wave move, it will absolutely confirm that this is 5 waves, and more than likely it's the start of something. Bitcoin would then pull back, retrace the move, maybe not even be able to get through here, and then it's going to come down for either the C wave or the bearish scenario. How can Bitcoin save itself? It can save itself by not rolling over, giving this leg a partner to the upside, coming up and breaking this high. That is absolutely what Bitcoin needs to do. Give this flat a partner leg to the upside and break this red line, or at least touch it and invalidate this being the start of something. All right, so Sol has a leg to the downside, this leg. It is currently making or has made a connecting wave. Now, it could be argued that this is a 1 and a 2 wave, and this is a 1, and this is going to be a 2. If that is the case, which that is the bullish case, invalidation is this wick low. but I don't want to see it come underneath this correction, this red box, and it's very close to doing that already. When a 1-2-1-2 happens, the second 1-2 finds support on top of the first, and it's coming a little deep at the moment. I definitely don't want to see it break this trend line and get back up underneath it. More than likely, this is a connecting wave. But the good news is if Sol can put a connector here, then it can rally higher by giving this leg a partner to the upside. And that is really what Sol needs to do if this is not a bullish scenario. All right, so we're a little closer now. And I'm not particularly leaning that this is a 1-2-1-2, but it's possible. This would be the 1. This would be the 2 pullback. This would be a 1. And we need this 2 to end and not come underneath the 618 retracement. So it needs to end here very soon. As you can see, there's a middle connector right here in between two legs. We need Sol to end, and we need it to push to the upside with a big third wave. If it fails to do that, and it makes an additional connector, then this leg will get a partner, and hopefully then it will give this leg a partner to the upside to get a much bigger bear market rally. All right, so let's take a look at PYR. This was brought to my attention and I thought I would share it. We have this good consolidation accumulation at the lows here. If it can push through and complete a third wave, pull back for a fourth, and push up for a fifth, it has a very good chance of turning this wave into the start of something. But it needs to get through this resistance, then pull back on top of it and make this a wave 2. That would be the bullish scenario. The bearish scenario is that it's connected from back here and it's just a C wave. It's not going to be able to get through and it's going to fail, and then it would roll over and break the lows. Let's get in a little closer and take a look at the wave structure. Okay, so right now, invalidation is these wick lows. There should be no reason that price comes back underneath those lows. It needs to fan out for a fourth and push through here with a fifth wave. Then give an additional fourth and a fifth to the upside. Any price action that breaks these lows now will mean that it's a C wave and that it's failing. All right, so don't forget about the sale, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.